people relate, are telling me where their present moment is, where they are in their life, regardless of where that is, I start seeing the sparks of life, the sparks of something that wants to come through. And all I do is focus on that or bring me attention to that. Like, oh, in that word, there was something that came alive in you. Can you find what that is? And it's interesting that it's just bringing that attention to those parts that the person immediately knows what I'm talking about. And it is about finding more of that. Sometimes it's as easy of integrating those parts that perhaps nobody else has seen, even yourself, that are right there, ready to sprout into a beautiful flower. And it is just discovering little pieces of you. So that is what I do when I work with my clients. It's really integrating all this newness that wants to come forward. So yes, that is exactly how I do it, or where or how do I see it. I'm not totally sure how to teach somebody to do it yet, but hopefully one day.
So you're going to make a clone of yourself, right?
I really believe that this is something we all can do. Maybe this is my gift or my passion, my purpose, right? And that's why I'm good at it, or why I get so much joy at doing it, because I think that's clue. I really, really enjoy seeing that from my clients.
So how do you work with your clients? Do you work with them in groups? Do you work with them one-on-one? What do you think is the most effective?
I find all of them are effective depending on where you are. If you're looking to be seen in many ways, or you feel a little lost, starting one-on-one with undivided attention, I think is very important. It almost brings you out of your shell. So I would recommend at the beginning at least 1, 2, or 4 sessions one-on-one, and we work on different parts of yourself. And then when you feel ready, I feel going into a group is also very important, because there's something that you can be discovered when you have different reflections. When the intention is set for everybody to grow and everybody to be as authentic and honest as possible, there's a safe container. And now you're learning from each other. It also helps for me to witness or observe how you interact with others, and where is it that you usually get in trouble or challenged. On one-on-ones, you tell me all about it, but in a group, it becomes very obvious, and it's like, this is where perhaps you're doing something that is not working for you, or is preventing you to move ahead, or is creating trouble with one another. So groups are good for that. Then I have the guidance masterminds. In guidance mastermind, now we have a different purpose. It might be growth or developing a project, instead of just reflecting with each other. And they are more guided for that purpose. There is feedback, and there is obviously the opinions of everybody involved, but it has a very specific objective or something that you want to create out of that. So all three ways, I think it depends of who you are, where you come from, and what your needs are.
So on these projects, are those business projects, or are they personal projects? I mean, I'm wondering how much of your business background comes into all of this.
I think my business backgrounds come in practicality, in seeing the bigger picture. I do have masterminds that are different. There's some that are very personal oriented. For example, there's people that have many things going on in their life, and the mastermind is just about how to have it all, how to really have it all and enjoy yourself in all of them, instead of feeling you're carrying the whole load by yourself. So some of them are very supportive in quality, and they can be just of how to find more creative flow in your life, more how to invent yourself in many ways. And then there's others that I do have for business people. And then they are more into the bottom line, how to increase the bottom line. But those are very few in between, and I really choose them because my joy and passion is really to work more in the personal level, in the individual level, of bringing more of who they are.
Well, I was just wondering, how many I mean, I really wish there were, but I wonder how many business people um, work with joy. You know, I'm all about joy. I'm all about, my motto is you must go to bed with a smile and you must get up with a smile, because if you can't do that, what's the point of being in business all day long? So I am a firm believer in that, but I just wonder how many people today are really able to you know, to feel that way. They just don't seem to be able to do it. But anyway, so how would people get in touch with you, Claudia? And do you have some kind of tool for them or a free gift for them, or what do you have?
Yes. Thank you for sharing that. I like that. Smile before you go to bed and wake up with a smile. I love that.
That's one of my mottos.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Just briefly to answer that about the businesses, I will say that it is about aligning with your own purpose and aligning that with the purpose of the business. Then you really can find a correlation, and then your joy will definitely bring up the joy of the business. Yes, of course, I have special offers for your listeners and for people that have heard this show. For one, please visit my website at Claudialara.com, and I offer a free gift, which is a 3 mini series of videos that share some tools for self-discovery.
Now, let me just say that clearly for them. It's Claudia Lara, which is ClaudiaLara.com. I want to make sure everybody gets that. ClaudiaLara.com. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
That, yes. And then, of course, anybody that mentions that they heard me in here with you will receive a 25% off of our first meeting. And I also offer complimentary 15-minute consultation that is over the phone or Skype. And we talk about seeing if we are a match, if there's something that we can work together.
Yeah, you know, that's so important. You know, not everybody is for everyone. And you have to feel very comfortable and feel very sure about the people who you hire as your coach or as your confidant. And I think that's a very important reason why when someone says to you, you know, I offer a 15-minute consultation, take advantage of it, because then you're going to find out whether this person is the right person for you, or if there's someone that just doesn't fit. And I mean, I have talked to people who are definitely not my fit, and there are others that I've talked to that I'm very much in sync with. On the other hand, sometimes it does you good to have somebody who is kind of an antithesis to you, because they challenge you a little bit more. But I think both of them are very important. So again, remember, Claudialara.com, and she will have a gift for you. There's 3 videos there for you to see. And if you'd like a consultation with her, she's got a complimentary 15-minute one for you. Now, we have about a minute left, Claudia. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience?
Well, one thing that I really love, the practice of letting go of everything you know as you know it today.
Hard to do.
And the other one sentence I want to say, ask yourself or state to yourself, I just want to be happy. So if you are in any argument, in any uncomfortable situation, just bring that statement to your conscious. Just say, I just want to be happy. And if that is so, what would you do different in that particular moment?
Great advice. Very great advice. Well, I want to thank you for being with us, Claudia. I really have appreciated what you've had to say. Hopefully our listeners will as well. So thanks for being with us, and I look forward to everybody taking advantage of your offer and getting to meet you personally.
Thank you very much, Gayle. Thank you. It was a pleasure being here, and thank you to all your listeners.